Hello to all the amazing people, TheNeomare here, and welcome to some more Limbus Company, a game set in a world of Lobotomy Corporation and Library of Ruina, and hell, face the sin, save the ego, I guess. So yeah, we got these sceners, which, well, have various scene affinities, and you like mix and match them and try to get some effects, and well, it's also a gacha. So yeah, I'm gonna try to do my best to log in like as often as I can, and yeah, collect the various currencies and progress through the story. So during the weekend I didn't really play, but I figured that I can actually make these things, what are they called, modules, the encephalon modules. So yeah, I did level up my people a little bit, but that doesn't really matter that much. So yeah, anyway, gonna go and jump straight into the story and continue where we left off the last time I played. So yeah, I will save all the story for the videos, and anything I do in between might be some, you know, like turning the boxes, or maybe some leveling up or grinding or something. I don't know, we'll see. Anyhow, let's go and drive and see where we go next. So we are right now in the outcast place. We finished the prologue and now we're done outcast, and now we will go to this thing here, Yuri. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the content and all that good stuff. When the bus just had about finished its meal. So yeah, last time we almost killed some people and let our bus eat them. And apparently our bus looks like a train. It's pretty bizarre, like it usually is in this kind of games. So Virgilius shouted to me that we're expecting a guest. I'm curious to see who'd be joining us on this less than pleasant trip. Right, objectives clear within 10 turns, right? Enemy info we don't know yet because we're first time entering, so let's enter. Now for the people, we can take up to 5 people, okay. Oh yeah, here you can see what kind of affinities they have. So if you want to make some good combos, you can pick people with similar affinities, I believe. Let's see if we can do that. Let's see if we can get some more of this pride. Let's be very prideful today. But this would say 3 out of 4. 3 out of 6. What happens if you have more than 5 out of 6? Interesting. What is the first number? What is the last? So right now we have everything X, and now we have 0 out of 2 and 3 out of 4. And this one we have 2. What's the difference? I don't quite understand. But anyway, let's try to max out on pride here. I'm gonna take whoever has pride. There we go, so we got 11 pride now, 13. So we are going pride and slot. What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly go wrong? Is this how you like set up good teams? Hey, that's enough of that. We're expecting a guest anytime now. Virgilius said, poking his head out of the window. A guest? Who? I've determined that we'll need a guide, as this is our first trip to a dungeon. Oh, wait, what, really? Dungeon? Good. Yuri, excuse me, are you the people from the Limbus company? Someone approaches us slowly. Looks like it. The bus had just about finished its meal, crunching on the last remaining bone chips. Yuri voiced it indifferently before introducing herself. I'm Yuri, a former employee of the previous L Corp. I look forward to working with you. Oh, really? A former employee of the Lobotomy Corp. Okay, that's cool. And she's a grade 8 fixer now, okay. By L Corp, do you mean? Has to be Lobotomy Corporation. That's right, we will explore the former branch facilities of Lobotomy Corporation, also called the Old L Corp. If I were you, I wouldn't taken part in this. being a fallen wing and everything. I doubt your employment ended on pleasant terms. So I guess it is a fallen wing. I played the game for like many episodes before I guess I lost a little bit of passion, and it also took longer and longer to do the episodes. At some point I just drifted towards other games, but I still think about it and I'm like, I'm gonna finish it one day, and well, I don't know, we'll see. What you're on about, at any point in your life, can be pleasant as long as you've money to spend. Well, yeah, well, not everyone's rich, girl, not everyone's rich. I heard those places are still teeming with monsters to this day. Not monsters, abnormalities, the rumors are true. Either way, but there are more important matters. In the deepest reaches of these branches are neoplastic plant-like growths holding the essence of L-Corp's technology. So basically we are scavengers now, I guess. Dante, if you remember, I believe I offered to let you finish engraving your aspect a few days ago. With the essence, those golden balls, in our hands, it will be as easy as pie. The word aspect still makes my head ache. What was Al trying to do? There's no need to rouse your brain trying to remember what you can't. It'll all come back in due time. I returned a slow nod to Foss' placid advice. Alright, for now I should focus on what I currently know and see. And if it's Lobotomy Corp we're scouring, we might find some encephalin too. Does that mean we won't have to feed people into our vehicle? We could also grab some E.G.O if you're lucky, so... E.G.O. So that's 3 rats with 1 stone. E.G.O, that's another unknown term that makes my head tilt. But in any case, it seemed rather rude to keep talking to each other when we had a guest on board. And someone else seemed to agree. So Miss Yuri, what you've been up to since the layoff? Gregor gave his best shot at making some conversation with a well-meaning smile to put the newest passenger at ease. His brows seemed to twitch due to a lack of practice, but it's no big deal. It appeared to me that thou art an honorable fixer. It is said that all fixers should exude the noble scent of heroes. As Yuri was nodding lightly, I heard Ishmael let out a deep sigh. I know who gave you that idea, but fixers are anything but noble or heroic. The only scent you'll smell is the miserable stink of wage slaves. It couldn't have been easy to find another job so soon. Good that you're holding up. For now, I'm just a contract worker. That explains why they decided to crawl back there. Did they promise to promote you to team leader or something if you struck gold in your former workplace? My contract might get extended if I return with results. Well, right. A good result is something to risk your life for if you want to earn a permanent spot. Ha! And what a futile life that is. Hey, what's with the sarcasm? Is something a problem? I don't know, I have a problem with every single thing I'm hearing right now. Well, she's a negative person, I guess, seemingly unaffected by the abrasive attitude. Yuri quietly took an empty seat. Looking back and forth between the two, Gregor returned to his seat as well, scratching his head. I can't seem to get used to being around these people. It will be beneficial for you to adapt to them sooner than later, Dante. Charon, time to go. Our guest has taken her seat. Memphis Tomb revived. Charon's ready to drive. Let's go. You can obtain E.G.O gifts from both checks and battles as you progress through a dungeon. Wave 1. Turn 1. Well, it looks easy enough. Well, we're gonna have a lot of blues on our hands, that's for sure. Is there any point in putting 5 together? Let's find out. I don't know, could have been better, I guess. They're both staggered, so I guess that was good enough. And apparently we have a lot of yellows as well. Maybe we go 3 and 3 this time. Wave 2. What's this, orange? Let's go blue. Couple of these, another blue. I don't know. It's okay. I mean, these starting dungeons are like super easy. It's almost like they made it so it's like almost really hard to fail, so. And plus our characters have so much more HP than our enemies do. Right, and now I'll just finish it up. We do have to finish in 10 turns though, so it is important to go at steady pace. If the plus skills are of the same scene or in chain, the scene instance activates strengthening your attacks. Well, we have 3 in chain now regularly because of, well, this was 91% brilliant leadership and 1% my competence. Okay. Oh yeah, you can notice my people are very high level, so yeah, I was grinding levels a little bit and I was like, is this really any point to this? And the truth is there is not. So for example, I unlocked a new identity for Ishmael here. So identities level separately and we're gonna be unlocking a lot of this. So yeah, I made a mistake. Spending these just to level people is absurd and unnecessary, so. But yeah, I switched to these, so it's okay. So I recovered a little bit, but it's not gonna matter in the long run. This will be a long game if I decide to stick with it, and we'll see what happens. I will not let it devour my other games I'm playing though, so don't worry about that. Anyhow, let's go into the next chapter here. Chapter 1.6, map. Our guest was a fixer named Yuri, a former employee of Lobotomy Corporation. Seeing as she showed an indifferent response to the bus devouring bodies, she must have gone through a lot herself. Well, she probably did. But then she grows nervous as she checks the map and looks at the driver's seat. Oh, 12 to enter, right. Yeah, it'll be a little bit limited how much we can play per day depending on how much energy we have, but this recovers kind of fast. So every 6 minutes you get 1 point. So like every hour or so you can enter a place. That is more than I can play per day, so that's alright. Combat tip, a status effects count something something. Okay. Sorry to ask, but if you have the map, how do you know what roads to take? Answerless, the bus keeps speeding anyway. We do have something to lead us. Intuition, Sharon's intuition. What? Pinky hair? Explain why you keep writing that paper in Sharon's face. What? Because you keep going in weird directions. Take a look at this map. Our destination is to the southeast of here. Sharon reluctantly gives the map a cursory glance, and she couldn't ignore the thing right in front of her eyes. Follow the heart. That's where the true path lies. Here, here! We almost follow as our hearts lead. Just admitting that you can't read a map? You took the words right out of my mouth. Yuri and Ishmael put a palm over their respective faces at the same time. Face palm. Almost like they were in sync. Oh, did our driver make a new friend? Pinky keeps on blabbing, I know the way. No, I mean, you're going the wrong direction. Look ahead, more obstacles. Do you have room? No, Sharon. Wait 1 second. Famished hooligan. Looky, nice bus you got there. Why don't you give me a ride? I guess Mephistopheles could use a helping of dessert. Get on down. It needs to be fat just a bit more. Right. You're gonna fit the bus. Well, last fight went nice and smooth, so I'm gonna keep with this current setup. With the pride, let's take a little bit of a look on what these pride things actually do. Downward swing. So it says 411. This is probably like min and max, I would say. If hits, we inflict 2 rupture on hits. Skill effects. If user speed is higher than target's plus 10% damage. Pride. Priders dominating. Let's just go. I also see paralyzed numbers. Rupture. How do I like hover over things and see what like Maybe if I go to my people, there we go. When hit by an attack, take fixed damage by the effect's potency, then reduce its count by 1. Head hits inflict 2 rupture, pulled blade. So this one has 3 pulled blade. Oh yeah, and backslash. If user speed is higher than targets, yeah, are these good? I don't know, maybe. And then the defensive skill, evade, yeah, whatever. Just go, go, go. Rupture, rupture. So we have flipping coins or something. It's like a mechanic which was a little bit explained, but like I feel like this game starts super chaotic. It's one of those games where I don't know, we'll see, we'll go more in details, but there's probably like something we can read about it somewhere. Looks like things are in our favor. Let's keep going. Yeah, let's definitely let's keep going. Our boss is hungry, so we need to feed it. I'll take some time and try to learn the game a little bit more, but yeah, it starts off pretty easy. You can just like don't think too much about it, enjoy the story, but it will get harder, trust me.
관리자님의 99% 명령과
명령이야.
1%의 제 실력이 합쳐진 결과였습니다.
Yeah. The trio. I was shocked to learn that Charm was virtually no sense of direction, though I guess it's fortunate that it's come to light this early into the trip. Yuri took matters into her own hands and started teaching her how to read the map, and Sinclair joined too. They're rather noisy, but still I can't say that I hate to say it. Yeah, I mean, it sounds good that we're going in like a right direction or something like that, right? Right. So right now we're doing Pride. Let's do something else. Let's do Envy.
예술을 보여주지.
No.
내가 필요해?
즉시 출격하기.
We have a little bit less Envy, but no.
목적지는 호기만소.
Now, Charon, tell me, is the east or is this east or west? So they're teaching our bus driver directions. Oh, Charon only knows 2 directions. Memphis front and back. How did you come so far with a driver who has 0 sense of direction? Charon, like I said, the sun rises from. At the driver's seat, 3 heads gathered together over a map. Well, one of them might have been at a slightly different elevation from the others. Chiquita, aren't you gonna join them too? I beg your pardon, I'm no child, and most certainly not little. Watching Don Quixote shake her fist sky high at Roger, I noticed a bitter glaze falling upon them out of the corner of my view. Well, at least nobody's killing each other yet. I'm starting to think that Urigal might have put up with a rough childhood. Gregor turned around to take a glance in my direction, then shook his head and went back to looking at the driver's side with his chin resting on his hand. Wouldn't be on the youngest side either. Some nests used to conscript anyone old enough to hold a knife. Nests. A nest was basically the center of a district, if my memory is correct. Sounds like nests used to get into wars with one another in the past. Well, yeah, they did. Did that happen often? Not frequently, but it sure as hell did happen. So yeah, basically we have no memory, so that serves the game well for the characters to tell us about the universe and all. I know quite a lot about this already, but you know, it's gonna be good to refresh on, and especially for you, dear viewers, who will not watch my Lobotomy and Library of Ruina playthroughs, so it will be useful for you to know these informations. Interested in learning about Wars Manager, but oh, I'm not really curious about the details, just gathering info I should know as the manager. As I was about to go on, a glimpse of Gregor's expression I caught from the side stopped me in my tracks. His eyes seemed to be fixed somewhere far more distant than the driver's seat. Don't get me wrong, manager, but I'm not trying to criticize you or anything. Heck, it's actually a pretty stand-up attitude for a boss, I'd say. Well, thanks. He slowly continued, taking a pack of cigarettes from his pocket. Still, ignorance is a gift you should savor while you have it, if you ask me. Once you've burdened with knowledge, there's no going back. Without another word, he lit his cigarette. No, you should have turned right at that intersection. It's okay, Sharon. We can turn around at the next junction. Ah, the woes of a driver. Well, looks like we have more pressing matters at hand. Ain't that right, Manager Bud? Gregor cackled with a cigarette smoke still in his mouth. I was still curious to learn what he'd been through, but he's right that I should focus on other things for now. An urgent matter showed up right before our bus-shaped doorstep too. Enough squaggling now. More enemies inbound. Head hooligan, you showed my pals into that bus. You sick bastards, are you nuts? You'll pay for this. We were just gonna leave with the bus, but now I've got to see you all bleed. Well, you guys attacked us first, so... Werk, fuel is making a fuss. Sharon will get dizzy if many mouths are being noisy. Nothing to worry about, Sharon. They'll shut their mouths soon enough. Off the bus. Right. So now we have... End, stop, stab. Heads, inflict one sinking. Sinking. When hit by an attack, take fixed SP damage by the effect's potency. Abnormalities take gloom damage instead, then reduce its count by 1. Okay, so it seems like it has 2 coins. This one has 1 coin. And for the defense you have guard. Right. Well. So we have 2 now. Still pretty easy. I wonder when we're gonna find out about a dungeon and we'll be able to start doing that as well. That would be actually pretty cool. And like maybe start like encountering enemies which we actually need to figure out which abilities to use and when to counter their abilities and do good clashes. Right now it almost feels like playing on autopilot. So. What is this? Plus 50%. Clash Fin, gain 1 haste next turn. Interesting. This will be a deep game to master, I think. Seeing how there's so many information. You also have the numbers advantage in each one of these fights. You can hear the clinking noises of coins being flipped. Clink, 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 clink. Oh, Ishmael is with us now. Okay, let's look at the map again. Sharon, can you please focus? Looking at the try arguing over the map once again, a question arose in my mind. By the way, this bus was specifically made for Limbus company, right? It was made exclusively for us, to be more precise. Isn't that basically what I said? You appear to be failing to identify the nuance. That's weird, I don't think I spoke that part out loud. Is the clock broken or something? I can tell that much without hearing it verbalized. There is nothing that Faust doesn't know, after all. I like Faust, it's my favorite sinner so far. Anyway, it must have taken a long while to get it out of the oven, especially with that mouth on the side. It only took the expected amount of time. She's downright oppressive to talk to. Faust is a well-renowned genius. She knows the ins and outs of the city. Oi, if you're so smart, why don't you help those twits at the driver's side figure out the way? Can't sleep a wink with their constant bickering. Well, I'm surprised he didn't bash anyone's head in yet this episode. Hopefully he doesn't. Faust is no meddler. She answers to questions but doesn't chime in without being asked first. Additionally, there is no greater joy for a human being than to ponder on problems in order to grasp an answer. Faust would rather not spoil that delight. Well, that's something that we all YouTube creators can appreciate when people don't spoil too much and, well, when commenters let us struggle and only help when we ask questions. That's the ideal, just an ideal amount of backseat gaming, right? When something's not clear and when we are asking ourselves questions, I wonder what this do. I don't really understand this. Can some lovely viewer come and say the answer, and then they answer and everything's perfect. I'm very happy with how my viewers behave so far. Yeah. Some dude give advices a little bit ahead of the schedule on one of the games I'm playing, but that's alright. Anyhow, let's continue.
뭘 골똘히 고민을
Ishmael.
해봤어야 공감을 하죠.
He wouldn't get it. I doubt he's pondered on anything ever. I saw Heathcliff's grip on the Bat Titan, however. With Virgilius casting a glare his way, he clicked his tongue as he crossed his arms and forced his eyes shut. Oh yeah, Virgilius forbid any fighting, so that's why they're not fighting anymore. Yeah, silly me. And here I was thinking they finally came to senses. I wonder why they're so vitriolic. You and me both, manager bot. You and me both. With Gregor's sneakers, the blast started again. Alright, so yeah, generated defense will replace the thing.
깔끔한 전투였어요.
That was a smooth battle. I was able to see all through all the enemy's weaknesses, right? So let's see how we're doing on time. 26 minutes. I think this is a good place to actually end the video. I'm gonna record another one right now, so I need Enka filing for that. Seems like we cleared like pretty decently, so in the next episode I'll be able to clear to full, and then for the rest of the day I'll just get more boxes, hopefully. That pretty much means that, well, oh yeah, this is the last event that the game had, so we cannot do anything with that. We need to wait for the new one. So we still didn't find any excavations, so we can't really do a lot of daily quests yet, but that's alright, because like the current battle pass ends in 9 days, so I'll probably not get too far anyway. The ebony stem though, what is that?
승리를 위해서라면
Is this to seize victory? Oh, Season 1, Ebony Stem, Autis. Okay, so we unlocked something interesting. But yeah, there's a lot of these. Fourth Flame match. So yeah, the above ones you get with a free pass, and the below ones, which are significantly better, you get with a Limbus pass. But, you know, I'm gonna go free to play as long as we can. Well, actually, I'll see. If I really like the game, I might support it. We'll see. Anyway. Right. Seasonal. Clear any stage 100 times, defeat 1000 enemies, suppress 20 abnormalities. So what I will try to do once the new battle pass comes in 9 days, I will try to max out the top branch, right? So I'm gonna try to do every day all the dailies, all the weeklies, and all the seasonal. So my goal right now is to get in a spot where once the next season comes. So that's gonna be in 9 days and 14 hours. So in 9 days, I have to get to the point where I'm able to do all of these missions. I need to find out what a excavation is. I need to find out what an excavation is, and I need to find out what a mirror dungeon is. And it seems like, and I also need to like be able to suppress abnormalities. Yeah, so mirror dungeons, abnormalities, enemy stages. So yeah, some of these I can already do, but some not quite yet. Anyway. But yeah, so this is something we need to do, so I need to pay a decent pace to unlock all of that. 9 days should be enough. That's more than 1 week. Okay. So yeah, a question for Zero Seek and Zero, really, like how far off like am I from like mirror dungeons and abnormality suppressions? Like if you go to a map here, so we're now in Canto 1, like, and let's say I came up 1 to 1-8. So how far away am I from like dungeons and stuff like that? If I'm very far away, I might have to step it up, and then I will need to like record episodes in advance. And then if I'm gonna be releasing an episode every 2 days or every day or whatever I decide, like the episodes will probably like lag behind the actual seasons inside the game. So it's gonna be a little bit weird, I guess, but I don't know how to fix that, I guess. Yeah. I think things will stabilize once I get to the point where I start doing dungeons, because then there will not be much story anymore, so I will only make episodes with updates and maybe like do a show off what characters I have unlocked and like show some nice combos. Maybe like do a video about me doing a very hard dungeon or abnormality suppression, things like that. But until then, it's gonna be a wild ride. But anyway. Upcoming E.G.O target extraction, dimension shredder for Yisang and the thing. Right. System notice. May the 25th schedule update notice. Greetings, dear manager. The server will enter maintenance from 10 AM through 12 PM on May 25th for system optimizations and content updates. Please make note of the maintenance schedule. We recommend that you refrain from entering combat or making in-app purchases and close the application before maintenance begins so that no data is lost. Okay. This is Korean time, so I'll have to check it. This is in 3 days though, so... Oh. Okay. Anyhow. Also, I would like to thank everyone who's actually commenting on the videos and stuff. So, let me just go really fast here. And also one problem though, right? On my first video, I can't see the comments. So 7 of you lovely people commented under the first video, and I have no idea what's going on. I would kindly ask you if you can just copy your comment from your first video to the second one or this one below and just write, this was the comment to the first video. I have no idea what's going on. Like, I didn't tinker with the YouTube comment system or anything. Like, the game says to me that there's 7 comments in under the video. I just can't see it. I only see mine. Not sure if it's for the same for you. So yeah, big thanks to 06094 and Kuroki7678 for like giving some useful comments. They're getting me in trouble though. Seems like Kuroki is leaning towards that I should do the forced extractions, while 060 thinks it would be better to just go for the manager ones. And I will decide. I have to decide before the 31st of May. So, yeah. Please, duke it out. Like, have a discussion. Like, why... So the question for, like, Kuroki is the special force that I would be going for really that great, and like, yeah, the one who grips, that's the one, right? That is being recommended. Is it so good to make it worthwhile? Or is just getting some nice solid guaranteed stuff earlier better, like 060 claims? Yeah, please discuss among yourselves and I will read the discussion and try to decide from that. It's gonna be interesting, right? But if you don't have time, you don't have to. I don't know what I'll do then. I'll have to like do some research of my own. I do trust 060 just a tiny bit more because it's been with the channel for way longer, but I don't wanna de-alienate new people to the channel either, so little bit struck. So yeah, my apologies for not doing any extractions yet because, well, it's a hard decision and I'm getting conflicting advice from people. So, but that's gonna be it for this episode. Join me back tomorrow where we're gonna continue our drive down the outcast. I'm gonna be recording it right away though, and yeah, spending the rest of Enkemphallen and hopefully the 30 packs we have right now for the for modules will be enough to do dungeons once we get to them. I wish you all to have a wonderful day, do some nice things, be kind to each other, and let's make the world a better place together. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you all for watching, and see you in the next episode of Limbus Company. TheNeomare signing out. Bye bye.